When eBay bought PayPal back in 2002 for $1.5 billion, it wasn't just another acquisition. A digital cartel of influence was born. After the exit, a group of PayPal founders and early employees, later nicknamed the PayPal Mafia, fanned out across Silicon Valley. They didn't just start companies, they created trillions in value and reshaped the way the world works. But here's the thing, every mafia has two sides. Unlike mobsters of old, the PayPal Mafia doesn't rule with guns or rackets. They use something far more powerful and potentially more dangerous. They rule with code, with capital, with networks. Today, we're diving into the dark side of the PayPal Mafia, the rivalries, the radical ideas, and the hidden costs of their empire. Back in 1998, two startups were born. One was Confinity, co-founded by Max Levchin and Peter Thiel, a company focused on encryption and digital payments. The other was X.com, an ambitious online banking venture started by Elon Musk. The two companies merged and nearly imploded. Musk and Thiel clashed constantly. Musk wanted PayPal to run on Microsoft servers. Levchin and Thiel pushed for Unix. At one point, when Musk was on his honeymoon, the board kicked him out as CEO. But despite the chaos, PayPal thrived. It spread like wildfire among eBay sellers, desperate for a better way to get paid. By 2002, PayPal was handling 70% of all eBay transactions. That's when eBay swooped in, buying PayPal for $1.5 billion. For most startups, that's the end of the story. But for PayPal's former founders, it was just the beginning. After the exit, the Mafia did something rare. Instead of retiring, the former founders doubled down and built new companies. Elon Musk built Tesla, pushing electric cars into the mainstream. And with SpaceX, he redefined space exploration. Later, he took over Twitter, renaming it X, and turned it into one of the most powerful platforms for spreading news, thoughts, and ideas in real time. Reid Hoffman created LinkedIn, the professional network that redefined how careers and business connections are built. Jeremy Stoppelman launched Yelp, forever changing how people discover, trust, and review local businesses. Steve Chen, Chad Hurley, and Jawed Karim founded YouTube, a platform that transformed how billions of people consume media, culture, and entertainment. Peter Thiel co-founded Palantir, while becoming Facebook's first outside investor, turning a $500,000 bet into more than $1 billion and helping shape the future of social media. Individually, these would be impressive, but together, they reshaped the internet itself. By 2020, the new companies were worth over $1 trillion combined. The media called them the PayPal Mafia, even posing them in a 2007 Fortune cover shoot, dressed like mobsters. It looked like a joke, but it wasn't, because like any mafia, they looked out only for their own. Funding each other's startups, joining each other's boards, amplifying each other's influence. It was no longer just innovation, it was consolidation of power. Let's take a quick break to thank our sponsor who makes these videos possible. If you've ever wanted your money to work for you, even while you sleep, check out The Alchemist. It's a smart trading tool that runs completely on autopilot. You don't need to watch charts, study markets, or push any buttons. The software finds good opportunities and makes the trades for you. On average, users can see gains of up to 5% per month, meaning in just a few months, you could already beat the returns of most ETFs or savings accounts. Click the link in the description to give it a try, and don't forget to use our special code PayPalMafia at checkout for 10% off. Now back to the rise and the dark side of the PayPal Mafia. Here's where it gets interesting and potentially dangerous. The PayPal Mafia didn't just build companies, they built them around ideas, radical ones. Take Peter Thiel. He wasn't just a founder, he was a philosopher. Thiel believes democracy and freedom are often in conflict, that monopolies aren't bad, they're necessary, that the future belongs to those willing to break old systems. That mindset shaped Palantir, his data mining company deeply tied to the US government and controversial surveillance programs. Or take Elon Musk. He's driven by a different belief. Humanity must become multiplanetary no matter the cost. That's what fuels SpaceX and his obsession with Mars. But along the way, Critics say he's blurred lines between innovation and recklessness, whether it's experimental self-driving software or gutting moderation on X. Their ideas weren't just products, they became blueprints for the modern tech world. But every empire leaves shadows. The PayPal Mafia's companies made billions, but they also raised serious questions. A handful of men, mostly from the same background, came to influence transportation, communication, finance, and even politics. Palantir software was used for predictive policing, deportations, and military operations, sparking heated debates about privacy and state power. Many of their companies thrived on brutal work cultures, from Tesla's long hours to PayPal's own early chaos, burning people out in the process. Facebook, backed by Thiel, reshaped politics and society, often with damaging consequences. And behind it all was a philosophy of disruption at any cost, breaking old rules without always caring who got hurt. One PayPal Mafia insider later admitted, "We weren't just trying to build companies, we were trying to rewrite the future in our image. And maybe they succeeded." Unlike the mobsters of old, the PayPal Mafia doesn't rule with guns or rackets. They rule with code, with capital, with networks. When Musk needed cash, Thiel backed him. When YouTube needed credibility, Hoffman vouched for it. When new founders emerged, they got checks from the family. It's a self-sustaining machine, a digital cartel of influence. And just like any mafia, it doesn't always serve the public. It serves itself. The PayPal Mafia changed the world. That's undeniable. They gave us electric cars, reusable rockets, social networks, video platforms, and tools we use every day. But here's the darker truth. They also concentrated immense power into the hands of a few. They normalized surveillance. They blurred the line between innovation and exploitation. And they proved that in Silicon Valley, the rules aren't fixed. They're written by whoever has the most capital, charisma, and conviction. So next time you use LinkedIn, watch a YouTube video or send a tweet. Remember, you're not just using an app, you're living inside the empire of the PayPal Mafia. And like any empire, it has its kings, its soldiers, and its consequences. Thanks for watching, and until then, I will see you in the next one.